Y'all, welcome back to my channel. I just finished watching episode 4 of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, baby, and let's go ahead and talk about it. Okay. So you know the ladies are still in Milwaukee for their trip, which is cool. I really want to go to that city or whatever and explore it. Heather looks good. Can we say how good Heather looks, girl? That Ozempic is zipping for you, girl. It is. You look really well. Like, you look really good. Ozempic or not, girl, you look really good, Heather. Let me just say that and get that out the gate. Let me also say, I'm Team Whitney. I am Team Whitney, especially when it comes to her issue with Meredith. Okay? Meredith, why you got an issue? Why do you have an issue? Because Whitney started a jury line. Baby, you not the first one to do it. You will not be the last to do it. You and Whitney not even friends like that. So to me, it's not like she did something, excuse me, backstabbing. Also, she owes you nothing. She didn't have to come to you and be like, hey, I'm starting a jury line. Any advice you can tell me? People only do that to people they respect. Whitney don't respect you, Meredith, and y'all are not friends. So why are you expecting her to have a conversation with you about business? And that further points out the fact y'all not friends is the fact that you ain't even call sis. Like, if my friend was accused of selling jewelry off the Alibaba, I'm calling my friend. I'm not reposting the story on my story. I'm not screenshotting it and sending it to everybody in a group chat. I'm not doing that. If anything, hell, I might report the page. Like, who is lying on my friend? Because I know my friend is not doing anything like this. And I love the fact that Heather told Whitney what was going on and gave her the heads up. Whitney, to me, also was very gracious with Lisa, because Lisa was hella rude. When Whitney was going around checking in on ladies, letting them know the itinerary for the day, and Lisa politely, and it wasn't politely, she rudely declined Whitney's invitation day of and didn't tell Whitney really anything, just like, I'll meet up with you later for dinner or whatever. And Whitney, you can tell she was a little bit taken aback by it, but she wasn't going to let Lisa ruin her day, as she shouldn't, okay? As she shouldn't. And it wasn't until they got on the bus, okay? It wasn't until they got on the bus that Whitney found out that Meredith was the one who said something to Lisa that morning, basically saying how Angie and Whitney came to Meredith and was like, hey, still be cautious. Do you think you can trust her? And blah, 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 blah. And this is just all some messy ass shit. This is all some messy. And speaking of mess, Britney, I think I'm going to save you last. Let's go to Bronwyn. B. Let's go to B. You had all that energy for Bronwyn, Britney, because she was asking you some real ass questions. You didn't like it. You got defensive. Therefore, you got disrespectful. And Bronwyn was very, very classy with how she did it. I'm not sure how I would have handled that, because I think Bronwyn kept it right nice and low. See, I would have took it to hell. You see what I'm saying? I would have took it to hell. And it's only because, first of all, Britney, you the one who made a cheers and a whole announcement talking about you and Jared is no longer together. Y'all was never together, sis. You was a good friend. You was a family friend, meaning if Jared was to pass away, God rest his soul, knock on wood, they would be putting you down in the obituary as a very special friend. And that's if they put you in the obituary. According to you, Jared got many friends, bitch. And you're just the friend of the year or the friend of the season, and you ain't even his friend like that. You're not. So for you to get so defensive over a dick that's really not even yours. Like, is it worth it? And I honestly feel as though, Britney, you too old to be acting like this. I believe you said you've been married twice. Did we learn any mistakes? Did we learn any lessons? What we doing, Britney? All this over a man who don't want you. Not claiming you. No man has ever claimed me as his friend. And that's when I was his friend. Okay? They always said, that's me, that's mine, that's my lady, that's my baby. No, I was never referred to as a friend. Even when I was a friend. So you can't tell me you okay with this at your big overgrown age and 40. All Bronwyn asked was, do you really like this man for this man? Or do you like him because of his name? And that's a fair question, because what woman would put up with this shit? What woman, love or not, what woman would put up with this shit if it's not nothing for her to get out of? Like, didn't you say y'all broke up 16 times and y'all only been together 8 months? That's not toxic to you, Britney. You don't think you need to reach out to your therapist, Britney? Is this a good example you setting for your daughter, Britney? You not embarrassed? I wouldn't even want his ass to tag me. Tagging me as a friend for what? And then in your confessionals, you didn't even tell Jared y'all broke up. So what, you capping for the ladies? For what? Again, we too grown for this. Then you have the audacity, because Bronwyn asked that question or whatever, for you to be like, you need to worry about your own man and your marriage. What's his name? You don't even know his name. Why does she need to worry? Then you start asking personal questions. Is she sexually attracted to her man? Girl, I promise. It probably would have took everything in me for me not to dog walk your ass out that restaurant, over the table, under the table. Because one thing about me, nobody can disrespect my man in front of me. Nobody, baby. Baby, nobody. Nobody. Brother, uncle, sister, cousin, mother, daddy, nobody. Nobody can disrespect my spouse, my partner, or anybody in front of me. So I'm with Bronwyn. She was nice and classy. She was reading Britney down to the ground. And she even addressed it to the table. Anybody else have any questions? Anybody want to talk about my husband's dick or the fact that I'm sexually set? Like, what you want to talk about? What's up? What's up? Then Whitney tried to say, oh, I completely understand because I've been there. People try to say that about me. Girl, Whitney. I feel as though y'all stories is not the same, sis. Y'all stories is not the same. Oh, who else did another low blow is Lisa. When she talked about Angie and how Angie got to get off the phone when it's time for her to tend to her daughter. That was, ooh. And I'm with Angie. Like, all these years, all this time. Well, I don't know how long Angie been on the season, like 2 years. That's still some years. But I'm pretty sure her and Lisa was friends prior to her being on the show. But all these years, I'm being your friend, your listening ear, especially if Angie, like, I'm talking to you breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, late night cravings. I'm always on the phone with you. And now you're throwing it in my face that I get off the phone with you just to tend to my child. Not no man, not no job, not nobody else but my child. How you gonna try to make me feel bad for caring for my child? Lisa, I'm a little unfamiliar with your character because I took a year or two off. But I don't like you. You're an ugly person. You are an ugly, selfish individual. I'm surprised you're still married. It might be an open marriage because what? You're a cold-hearted person. The only person you're friends with is yourself. And that's really sad. That's really sad. The ladies end up finishing off at the drag show. It looked like they had a really good time. That's it, really. I'm ready for the new episode, which is supposed to be coming on tonight. I'm going to catch up on all my other shows and things like that. Because I know Potomac just came out with another one. So, let me go ahead and catch up on my homework, y'all. I just wanted to take a little minute. Because, again, I just finished watching that episode. And, baby, when I tell you that whole thing with Bronwyn and Britney ran me hot, boo-boo. Baby ran me hot. I had to hop on the line real quick. So, thank y'all so much for listening to my commentary. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.